everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with Let's Get Hip Fridays. I'm still using my January hip kit because I haven't received my February kit yet. I think there was some shipping changes and anyway, I haven't received my February kit, so I just thought it would be a perfect opportunity to try to use up as much of the kit as I can. I'm using a couple of papers from Crepe Paper Hello Love, which is what I'm going to use here. This is a leftover from the last page that I did, that I had kind of cut the two corners and used it as corners, and then this is what was left. I was going to use it on the other side the whole time, and then when I flipped it over to glue it down, I saw this side and I thought it was perfect for this beach picture. It almost looked like a sunset. The only thing is I did put the heavier pink at the bottom just because it felt heavier to me, so I wanted it at the bottom. I have some of this Hello Love pattern paper, which is black and white lines, and I'm just going to double mat the photo with some of that. And then first I mounted it with the My Mind's Eye, my pattern paper, and then I flipped over that black and white pattern paper, and it's all these little hearts. I'm going to cut this scrap into, and I'm going to put it at the top and the bottom of the picture. This was a super quick layout. It took me about 35 minutes to make. It was just lickety split. I did this layout today. I just knew, I was like, oh my goodness, we are Friday. I'm supposed to have a video up today, and I haven't even started a video or anything. Haven't even thought about a video yet because I'm still working endlessly on my Calvin Ball, because this is starting up next week, and Calvin Ball is a March challenge that's going on at Get It Scrap in the month of March, and it's to try to do as many pages as you can. And I'm kind of doing a series with that where I'm doing sort of real-time videos, and I'm putting kits together, page kits together, and then in March I'm going to try to do at least one page a day. And that's going to be my personal goal is to get 31 pages done with these kits. But I'm getting 100 kits ready because I have a crop in April and a crop in May. So, see, I really love the other side, so I still look to see one more time, do I really want to use the other side? But I decided to go with this side because it really reminded me of the beach for some reason. And I didn't know if I wanted to use this frame or the other frame, and both frames are from the Hello Love from Crepe Paper. And I don't have too much left in this kit. I might have enough to do one more page, I think, and which I'll probably do the page next weekend if my February kit doesn't come in before then, or I might try to get some pages done ahead of time. We will see, because I know next week I'm going to be starting on my Calvin Ball. Anyway, we will see, but I still have enough to do a page or two left. This is some embellishments that I added with this kit, is some embellishments that I purchased on my own. It is from the Crepe Paper Hello Love. It's some die cuts, and then there's also some extra chipboard that I had taken off the chipboard sheet that I thought I was going to use on another layout, didn't end up using it. And what I do is that little thing that you see to the right of the screen, that's called an EK Success powder tool. That's probably the tool I get the most question about. It's a powder tool, and it's like a little empty barrel that, well, it's not empty, it's full of baby powder, and then it has sort of a brushed tip on it, and when you tip it over, the powder comes through the brush tip and it takes away the stickiness of the sticker, and then you can move the sticker around. And it's probably my favorite tool of all my tools. And this is a 3x4 card, which I decide to just cut out the heart from it, and I'm going to use the heart, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other heart. It kind of has a heart, and then it kind of has rays coming out of it, again in the shape of a heart, but I'm going to cut it down. I find it too big. So there I go, cutting it down. And I'm using some cutter bee scissors, also from EK Success. And I cut a frame in half, and I'm going to use it on two spots on the layout. I thought maybe there, but I found that the tag kind of mimicked sort of the frame, so I was okay to just use it in 2 spots. And already I'm ready to start gluing things down. I'm going to glue it to the photo because then I want to do something to the background. I haven't done anything to the background yet, and I'm going to do a little bit. I can't even say mixed media because I just used some what's it called, Dazzlers, and it's like a modeling paste, but it's colored, and it's in the color Pucker Up Pink, and it came in the color add-on. And I also used a template that came in the color add-on, and it's all full of hearts, so I decided to use that. I'm just putting glue right down the center of the heart to glue it down, and then I'm going to have a cluster at the top right, and I just cut off part of a tag. I used the Hello Love, which is actually, it was on the branding strip, you know, the part that you would throw it out. It was actually the name of the collection, but I really love the way it was written, so I just used it. I'm checking to see if I want to use some more pattern papers, but I decided against it. And I believe this is where I decide to do a little bit of mixed media, I guess. And I'm trying to see if the color kind of coordinates. So you're going to see me put a little bit on a piece of scrap, and I'm going to bring it up to the pattern paper to see if I like it, because once you put it down on the pattern paper, it's too late, right? I mean, you can scrape it off, but you can't scrape all the color off. So I kind of did the test beforehand, and I really liked it, and I'm just going to do it at the sort of top right of the photo and the bottom top left of the photo and bottom right of the photo, and that's going to be it. But it takes quite a bit of time to dry. I'm going to put it off to the side, and I actually walk away for a couple of hours. I actually went and, oh my goodness, I must have spent 3 hours going through my pictures today, trying to figure out where all my pictures were. Up to about 2006, I was really good putting my pictures into photo boxes, and then when I went totally digital, it went totally bad. First of all, I don't print a lot of photos compared to before. You should see the number of boxes of photos that I have. It is ridiculous. But since I went digital, a lot of it is still on my hard drive. And then now what I do, you know those little SD cards? When one fills up, I don't erase it. I keep the SD card, and I also transfer it to a hard drive. But I keep the SD drive as a second bonus, or a second, not bonus, but second hard drive, I guess, a place to store my photos. And I didn't do that back then. So I was looking at all the SD cards that I had, and no photos from 2008, I would say, to 2011 were on the SD card. And I was freaking out because that was all my Palm Springs, Vegas, Houston, Utah, like all New York City in 2006. I was like, oh my goodness, where are all my photos? Anyway, I found them on this old hard drive that I had. So oh, it was a big panic for, a couple of hours to find all of these. So I think tomorrow I'm going to go and get a bunch of those printed, because I want a bunch of different photos to scrap for the March challenge. And those photos I know I didn't scrap yet. But anyway, back to this layout. It took a bit for that to dry, and I added some Lindy Stamp Gang, and it's called Pink Ladies Pink. And then I used also some Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black Velvet, and I just added a few of the colors. Now I'm using some Doodlebug Tinsy Type, and I think it's called Black Beetle. And my title is just Summer Lovin'. And the whole time I was singing the song from Grease in my head. Yes, I was. Haven't watched that movie in forever, but I was singing the song, the rest of this layout. And then I put 2004. Look how little my girl is. Oh my gosh. This is my second daughter. She's now 22. And yeah, she was 11 in that picture. So cute. I need to scrap more pictures and from back then. I took a marker, I outlined around the whole layout, and I found that really framed it in, and I like that. Now, one of my goals this year is to journal when I scrap. And so I took out my journaling pen, added some lines, and I did the journaling right away. Although I didn't have the little journaling card, what I did was the whole time I was kind of doing the page, I thought about what I want to say. So that's it. The page is done. So if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.